although you're focused on currencies, I'll just quickly start with the open and what we've seen in the equity index. This incredible rally that we've seen, it's not surprising, is it, to see stocks down this morning?
No, it wouldn't be surprising at all. I mean, we've had this for, ongoing rally since April or thereabouts. So it doesn't surprise me in the slightest that we see a little bit of a pushback or even just a slight taking profit at this stage. So, yeah, I mean, broadly speaking, given the jobs data we've had, it was good. But I think just given the sheer length of the equity up move we've had, a little bit of a down move on today isn't to be unexpected at this point.
Good morning to you, Peter. More broadly then, when you look at the rally in risk assets we've seen since the lows in March, do you see that continuing? And is that why you see no reason to hold the dollar at this point?
I can see it continuing for a while. I don't think it's going to go in a straight line. Obviously, we've had a huge up move. We could plateau for a little while, but I've been more constructive on risky assets than not, just given the policy background that you have. You've got central banks across the world giving monetary stimulus. You've obviously got a fiscal stimulus, which will come once lockdowns end. So there are good reasons to be constructive on risky assets, though I do note that some of them are trading at very, very expensive P&Ls. And the corollary of that is that what we tend to see in the FX space during global economic recoveries is that the dollar does tend to weaken. And certainly what we've seen in terms of price action from the dollar, from equities, is very, very consistent with what we've seen in previous sort of global economic recoveries. So I'm of the view that broadly the dollar will continue to weaken. The Fed's printing literally an unlimited quantity of QE. It looks to me like they're going to move towards a type of yield curve control. And broadly speaking, that's very, very supportive for global assets, for risky assets, and it's bad news for the dollar, I'm afraid.